Hi everyone, me and Daz are down at the local train station to try and get some long exposures. Gonna roughly go through settings and hopefully get a few good shots. So to get us started on the settings, I've got an aperture of 22, which is going to give us that nice starburst effect on the street lights. We've also gone for shutter speed of 30 seconds, just to compensate for having such a high aperture. And ISO I've got 400, so it's going to be bright enough to compensate again for that aperture, but also not too bright that it's going to give us lots of noise in the images. Funnily enough, me and Daz were both saying exactly the same about the shots we've just got of the train that's gone by. The light really did lose impact. It was kind of lost on the shot a little bit. So we're going to play around with our settings, see if we can come up with something a little bit more creative. I'm hoping by making the shutter speed a little bit quicker, it's going to make it really stand out of the shot. I took the punt to change the settings, thinking, oh, this train's going to go whizzing by and the light trail's really going to stand out on the slightly higher shutter speed than what I had before. And what happened was the train decided to stop at the platform, which actually helped out the shot quite a lot. I couldn't have planned it any better, really. I've positioned myself low on the ground now, set the tripod down low so that I can add in some signs that are on the floor about the platform being sloped. It's not enough to make a shot by itself, but if you add in the light trails as well, it's going to just give it a little bit of impact and a little bit of punch. The light trails of the trains earlier on were quite successful. With that in mind, we've come down to Marshmallows roundabout, one of the busiest roundabouts in Plymouth, to try and get some more light trails. Although it's getting on a little bit this evening, there are quite a few cars around making some interesting shots. It's just a case of trying to find some good compositions, something a little bit different. Neither me or Daz have seen that many shots come from down here, so we're hoping to try and get something a little bit unique that's not been done before. Now, at the moment, same principles apply. We're going for about 15 seconds shutter speed. ISO, again, I'm keeping at 400 to try and keep noise down. And aperture at the moment is 14. Again, we're both getting quite a few good shots coming out of it. It's just trying to find some foreground interest down here. There's not a lot to choose from. Daz has found some gates which are coming out quite nice as good foreground. Other than that, we're just having to use things like traffic lights and the floor itself. So it's just a case of scouting around the location and seeing what we can find.